see from the title and my face. And I know some schools may not allow this amount of makeup, so maybe perhaps this makeup is more suitable for like high school and like college sort of students. If this is too much and you are not allowed to wear this amount of makeup, then I have another tutorial that you can watch from last year, and it's much more wearable and much more natural looking, and I'll pop that down here so you can click on it right now. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right in. So the first thing I'm doing is taking my foundation, and the choice of today is the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline, and this is actually a new addition to my collection. I haven't tried this for that long, but so far I'm really liking it. I'm just taking a foundation brush. This doesn't have a name or anything, so just a random foundation brush will do, and I pop that on the back of my hand, and I'm just applying that in any areas where I need a little bit more coverage. I really like this foundation because it's quite lightweight and it doesn't feel cakey on the skin at all, but it does give you a healthy glow and a nice bit of coverage on the skin. Now that I have the desired finish, I'm going to set everything in place with the MUA powder. This is very, very affordable. It's about £2 or something, and it's really good. It does its job, so I'm just using a MAC brush, MAC angle brush. I don't know which one this is. I'm using this because it's quite small and it can get into any sort of small areas of your face, like underneath the eyes, and I really like using this for setting my foundation. Next, I'm going to work on my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using this MUA eyebrow kit, and this is again really affordable, same brand as the powder. It does the job. I always say don't splurge on an eyebrow powder because at the end of the day it's just a brown like eyeshadow, so don't spend a lot of money on that. When you're doing this, try to go in little tiny strokes to imitate the motion of your hair. This will make your eyebrows look much more natural rather than drawn on. And this is optional, but to set them I'm going to be using this little eyebrow gel, and this is by Rimmel. It's called Brow This Way. I use this purely because I need to lighten my brows a little bit to match my hair colour. I like to brush up because it's going to get every single brow with the gel. If you ever get too much brow gel in your eyebrows, just use a tiny little spoolie to brush that product out. So now for the fun part, we can actually focus on our eyes, and I thought because you're going back to school and it's sort of transitioning into autumn time, we might add a little bit of warmth to the eyes, and I'm going to go into the crease with a nice tangerine colour, and for this I'm actually going to use a Revlon blush. So some of you might think that's weird, but I use this in the crease sometimes. It's a nice cream consistency, so it's not harsh on the eyes at all, and it looks like this. So I use this all the time on my eyes, and I find that it just works great as a base for any orangey sort of pigmented shadows. So I'm literally just taking that on a finger and swiping that in there like so, and I'm just trying to focus that in the outer bit of my eye, but popping that in the crease. So once that is on, I'm just taking a big fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to blend that out. Next, I'm reaching for my Sleek palette, and this is in shade Au Naturel 601, and I'm using the orange shade from this, which is this one. It's very matte and really creamy, and I love it a lot as a transition colour. So I'm just going to pop that just above the orange that we applied earlier, and because this is a really nice and soft shadow, it's going to act as a great transition colour to the heavily pigmented orange that we applied first. I'm also going to take that underneath my lower lash line as well. So I know this may look super cray at the moment, but don't worry girl, we're going to blend it out. Next, I'm going to be reaching for the brown shadow, which is this one here from the same palette, and I'm taking that on a different fluffy brush, and I'm going to pop that in the crease, but trying to focus it on the outer edge. And what this is going to do is just depthen it up a lot more, because right now it's looking kind of flat. Because the brown has kind of come off as really pigmented, we're just going to try and diffuse that with the orange shade. The key for this look is just to blend, blend, blend. So at the moment I think that's blended out pretty nicely, so I'm going to go in with the orange and also the brown and just combining them together. And I'm dragging that over the lower lash line just so everything is nicely tied together. Now to get a little bit of highlight, I'm going in with the matte white shade from this palette, and I'm using my Urban Decay Naked 2 brush for this because I find that it's quite good for precision, and I'm using the flat brush to apply that just in the center of my eyelid. And I'm using the other end just to diffuse the white into the orange. You can also go in with the white into the brow bone as a little bit of a highlight. And then again, really quickly, I'm just going to repeat the same to the other eye. So now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using this eyeliner by Collection. Again, really affordable in drugstore, and this is the Extreme 24-Hour Felt Tip Liner. I really recommend this to you guys because it's very easy to use because of the felt tip. Again, you can make the line as thick or as thin as you like. My personal tip to making liner look not really dramatic is keeping it on the outer corner. Next is of course a mascara. We cannot skip that step. The mascara I'm going to be using today is by Bourjois, again relatively cheap, and I actually don't know if they sell this anymore. I bought mine from TK Maxx, but I haven't seen this in like Superdrug or anything. I really like the brush on this. It really catches every single lash and it's amazing. And of course I'm going to be using a blush that's very close to my heart, and this is by Sleek. It's called Life's a Peach. It's a very gorgeous tangerine colour. It just makes your face look really healthy and tanned, and I just love this blush so much. I'm applying that with a Real Techniques blush brush. So I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheek. So if you want this is the look completely done, you can leave it at this step, but of course I like my makeup, so I'm going to go into bronzer, highlighter, and also I'm going to add a lipstick, and I'm going to be using my Benefit bronzer to bronze up my face a little bit, and I'm using the same brush actually that I used for applying powder, just because I can't be bothered to grab another brush. So I'm just applying that in the hollows of my cheek. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this 17 Instant Glow Shimmer Brick, and I love this highlighter so much. It's very affordable. Again, 17 is a very affordable brand in Superdrug. I'm just going to dust all of that remaining product off and swirl it around in this little shimmer brick, and then just apply it to the highest points of my cheekbone. Now to finish off this look, I'm going to be going in with a Sleek lipstick, and this is called Barely There. It's a very natural shade of lipstick. It's literally like your lips but better, so perfect for school. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. As I said, it sort of turned out a little bit more dramatic than I intended for it to be, but I hope you guys like it anyway. If you would like to see more school related videos, then definitely comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see. I might be doing another hair tutorial for school, like a back to school hair tutorial, or a lookbook, or maybe even a haul for like school essentials or something like that. Let me know what you'd like to see and I'll try and do that for you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!